And you have listened to some beautiful music right now, and you're going to be wondering, why do we have this music now? Well, it's because we have a special guest. Welcome everyone, bienvenidos a su canal del Club de Español. This is the Spanish Club channel, YouTube channel. I'm glad that you're all with us. We have a very special guest with us, who is Dr. Víctor Correa Cruz. Víctor, bienvenido.
Muchas gracias for la invitación. Thank you so much for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, and we also have Samantha Kapoulas, a Spanish minor. So I'd like to introduce her.
Yes, sir. And this is Rodrigo Pereyra, or Dr. P.
Así es, gracias, Sam.
Por supuesto.
Victor, first of all, Dr. Correa, can I call you Victor?
Of course.
I'm going to do that just to be informal and keep it light.
Of course, keep it light.
Gracias, muy bien. Bueno, so like I said before, we're introducing, we started the video with this beautiful music that you listen to because Victor is a faculty from the music department. So Victor is from Spain. And as you can probably see in our background, we have this beautiful image of, you can see it, no? Mm-hmm. This is Salamanca. Salamanca is, of course, a city, very important city in Spain. And this is where we are traveling to during the summer of 2024. By the way, Sam is going with us.
Very excited.
No? So it's very fitting for us to have this image and to have Victor with us join us. Victor, I know you're from Spain. Where exactly from Spain?
Well, I was born in Catalonia, in Tarragona, and then my family moved to the Basque Country for a few years, and then to the south of Spain, to Extremadura, which is in the border of Portugal. Then I moved, when I got out of my home, I moved to Madrid, and then I spent many years there, first with my studies, and then working there. And then I started my period in the United States as a student. And I came back to Europe to work for a few years too, and then I came back to the States. So this is my third trip really to the United States for a long period, and now I've been here at Southeastern for this is my seventh season. So, yeah.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's impressive. And you've moved around all over Spain.
Yes, a little bit. Yes, that's true.
You know, I got to know Spain very late in my life. This was back in the early 90s. But to me, I love Spain so much that I think it was late in my life. I should have known Spain since my childhood. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Spain is beautiful, and I hope those of you watching, especially if you're a student here, can have enough interest to ask us questions about the summer program in Spain. Sam, do you have a question?
Yes, and so you being from Spain and familiar with it, Hispanic Heritage Month must carry some significance to you. So what exactly does it mean to you, and like what ways do you like celebrating it?
The Spanish heritage?
Yes.
Well, it happens somehow by itself. You know, when you're in a different country, you always try to find your roots somewhere in the new place. But here it's very easy because, of course, we have the history, you know, especially in Louisiana, which all the Spanish heritage and Spanish background that there's here. That started really early. I think when I came, I was reading about it. It started in the 16th century. So we were like, you know, we should feel at home here, really, coming from Spain. But also, you know, and I have been lucky to be around Louisiana and also other states like Texas or Florida, and I have seen all these Spanish heritage sites. And it really impresses me how much culture from Spain was dropped here, you know, in this side of the Atlantic. I have a recent story that I want to share. I was playing in an orchestra in Academia Symphony. Sometimes I collaborate there as concertmaster, and then they took us to New Iberia, which is a city that I didn't know before. And then I was after the concert. This concert was in a park, and we had this reception afterwards with the audience and musicians and all that. And I started talking to people there, and they started telling me about the story of the place. And apparently, you know, New Iberia was founded by Spaniards who came in the 18th century, and they all came looking for a better place to live, to grow their crops and everything. And they funded this city, and then I started to ask them, so you must have Spanish last names, if you, and of course they all were Romero, Lopez, Gonzalez. So it was like, okay, so I'm at home somehow. There's always strong connection with Louisiana. So that's what I was saying. I don't have to make any efforts to celebrate my heritage here because it's already there. But if you know, also we have some good Spanish friends here that we get together with sometimes, and also some students from Spain that I'm recruiting and for our program. So there is a lot of opportunities to be in touch with your culture, and your roots. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Happy that you have that.
Yes, very happy. Yeah, actually, because otherwise I would feel very out of place. But yes.
Yes, and no one wants to feel that way.
Right. You're right.
Now, of course, you're in music. We on this side are in the language area, no, world languages and cultures. But we share many things. Music, in a way, is it predates actual language. I think, no, because people were humming before they were speaking.
Right.
No?
That's
So-
something that's very true.
Yeah.
Where we dance before we walk, we sing before we talk,
Mhm.
we paint before we write. So the arts, we say the arts is in the essence of the human being. And sometimes we forget about that.
Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
the arts are just left apart, and then people think, well, this is a secondary area, we don't want to really get into that. But it's very important in the sense of shaping the personality of anyone. And I recommend everyone to try to develop this up to a certain way. You don't have to be a professional in this field, but if you have these abilities, you can use them for anything, and then you can develop your personality and your brain in a very healthy way. So yeah, you're right. It's
Perfect.
yeah, and language and music is very connected.
Mhm.
And we use language, of course, in opera, and I will tell you later if I have a chance about our projects, because we're having some of those projects happening soon. But yeah, it's very connected, and when for us musicians, when we go to a different country, we like to listen to the intonation of how people express their sentences and their ideas, and it's just very interesting how that just by listening to the line of how people pronounce things, how you can figure out their personality, their feelings. So even if you don't understand a word, but you can still see how people are feeling, what they are trying to express. So yeah, it's very connected. Yes, you're right.
I remember one quote from Victor Hugo, and I won't say it in French because it's very poor, my friend, but I know it in English too. Music expresses that which cannot be put into words and cannot remain silent. Oh, that's deep, no? Anyway, so we are celebrating, we're still in the month of, September already passed, we're in October now, but we're still celebrating Hispanic Heritage. No? So, and because you're in music, how would you let us know how to appreciate and understand a little bit more about the culture of Hispanic heritage? So that the students listening, even the faculty out there, how can we approach this heritage that we have here in the States too, and appreciate more and understand more the Hispanic traditions that we have?
Mhm. Yeah, I know that there are some specific programs and some orchestras around are celebrating this Spanish Heritage Month. I also know that in New Orleans, the Louisiana Philharmonic are doing every year. They're doing like a big concert with some of this music and the connection with New Orleans and on the area. And for us, we're developing also this program now here at Southeastern. We have plenty of composers and that are worth celebrating in Latin America and in Spain, from the early, I would say, 16th century, if you know, so that as far as we know, as far as we have documentation and music and printed music, and of course there's other things before then, but you know, just to be in our modern era, I think we have a lot of repertoire that we can use, and I'm very fond of doing these programs. We have done some here at Southeastern, like a Spanish night celebration.
Oh, that's interesting.
We put together music by Cervantes, Piazzolla, Marquez, and you know, other composers from Latin America, even Villalobos, although he's from Brazil, but you know, we had this connection with them anyway. And then we put together also some music from Falla, Turina, Granados, Albéniz. So there is a lot of good connections that you can establish there, and you can see how the musical ideas go back and forth. And the earlier, I think, is for now they're starting to pull out a lot of new music, especially this historically informed performers who play with the original instruments, especially in this Baroque music, Baroque time. They're starting to discover a lot of music from Latin America and from Spain. They're digging in the archives and old cathedrals, and they're putting out all this output of new repertoire that is so interesting, so good, and no one was playing it. So now is a very good time to enjoy this. So they're putting out a lot of new recordings, like world premiere recordings, and so I'm also very interested in promoting that with my own groups. So yeah, I think it's a very good time for Spanish music, especially for Spanish classical music, because it's been rediscovered now. So, and people are getting more and more interested. I mean, we have a lot of promotion already coming from the classical countries like Germany, Austria, or England, France. It's Central Europe. Has for many centuries kept this I have to say wonderful composers, of course, but they have been in the mainstream circuit for many years or centuries, and the Spanish music was sort of there, but you know, with some exceptions, it wasn't really promoted so much. And now it's a very good time because people are getting a little bit tired on just listening to all this German music or other wonderful music, for I have to say, but you know, we need to have this contrast or this diversity, and and I conducted like one of these New Year's Eve concerts in Spain. And traditionally, they do, of course, music by, this is like a tradition already from Vienna, that they do all these valses by Strauss and those polkas and all based on the Strauss family. And I started to introduce some zarzuela music in this concert. And I think it was a great combination, and, you know, music is as good as, you know, as the other. And so we really have to be proud of what we have in our musical heritage, and we have to make sure that we promote it, because I think it will be a day where we'll be programming all these pieces as much as the other classical traditional pieces. Yeah.
I think you're right, of course. No, but I want to play a devil's advocate here,
Sure.
because you've talked to us and explained very well these classical traditions. But what about the popular traditions, popular music? No, there's a challenge out there for you guys. I want you to tell me, and I want to know your reaction. What would you choose? What would you pick from? Either Enrique Iglesias or El Conejo Malo, no? Bad Bunny. So what would you say, really quick?
Well, I don't know. First of all, I have to say I don't know El Conejo Malo, no lo conozco.
Sam, you know Bad Bunny.
Sadly.
Don't say sadly. I mean, it's part of our traditions, no?
Yes.
It's also part of culture, no? So it's a challenge for all of us.
Yes, you're right.
What do you say, Victor?
No, I say it's equally good, and it's just maybe made for a different environment.
Yeah.
Like I was just, but also I have to say that classical music is getting closer to popular music now, because we see that the audiences are not responding so
Yeah.
well to just classical music. And classical music has this etiquette, that's these protocols that somehow they put people away. People that are not used to that, they say, "Oh no, that's only for a few people that are, connoisseurs." And
Yeah.
so
No, you mentioned Piazzolla, who is,
right.
I mean,
But
yeah.
and we want to come closer, and we want to participate with this energy of people coming to us and to listen concerts, to understand what we play. So we're collaborating more and more with pop stars, with the orchestra. Yeah, we're doing. Well, for instance, I just played a concert with with the son of Placido Domingo. His name is the same, Placido Domingo Jr. And he was singing with another Polish singers. They were singing just boleros, tangos, and things like that. And it was a very successful concert. And the orchestra was playing all the accompaniments for that, and some movie music as well. So. And the hall was full. It was sold out. So I think we have to come closer to each other, and I think that's the trend right now. And I think that would be very, very interesting to see what happens in the future. But I am also doing some pops in our concerts, and I think we need those. First of all, because it's good music. I mean, I don't think this is less quality or anything. It's just a different genre. So it's a very good quality. Some of the songs are amazing. We were playing Edith Piaf or Jacques Brel, things like that.
Well, I remember those concerts with Luciano Pavarotti,
Right.
I mean, with the rock stars.
Right.
And it was amazing.
Yes,
those years.
yes, and,
Yeah.
and Queen also performing with
Right.
Serrat Caballé in
Exactly.
the Olympics. And
That's right.
So we have the three tenors also, so playing all kinds of music.
Right.
And even our own Placido Domingo, he has been recording music from Mexico, like
Right.
rancheras and things like that. So this is something that I think is important, and I think all the orchestras now, or all the musical institutions, are saying that we need to get closer to the people, because back in the old times, when the symphony came out from Mozart's pen, people were just there, like that was the music of their time, and they would understand it and they would judge it. And so now everything is a little bit distant. All this music is too distant from the general public. So in order to bring them back with I think popular music is the way to do that. And through popular music we can start getting closer to our audiences, and then drop one symphony here and there, and then the mixture will be very healthy. And I think also for the musicians themselves, because I think we need to get out of the box a little bit. Yes.
I think you're exactly right. Sam, do you have anything else to add?
Well, earlier you mentioned about projects that you were excited to share about. I'd love to hear what you have coming up.
Sure. We have some projects coming up. Normally we do 2 concerts. I'm the orchestra conductor here at Southeastern, so we have 4 masterworks concerts during the season, and then we have some other projects, smaller projects. So right now, actually this week on Wednesday, October 4th, we are having our first concert of the season. So this is we're very excited about it. So the orchestra is going to perform this Wednesday at 7 p.m. In Hotel Auditorium, which is in our music building. And anyone can come. It is free and open to the public. And we are going to perform a lot of great music from different parts of Europe, different composers. It's a concert with little gems of music, and we are going to have pieces by Sibelius, Grieg, Janacek, Holst, Mozart, so Elgar, and some surprises also with popular music.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes.
In case the viewers don't watch this video on time, I know that throughout the month of November you also have other performances.
Yes, we do. Actually, we are doing another concert on November the 27th. It's Monday at 7 p.m. also. In that case, the symphony orchestra is a full orchestra. Will be also in Hotel Auditorium. That's November the 27th. And we will play some beautiful music by Berlioz and Mozart also, and we are going to play Wagner also. And then I'm talking about the classical composers. We're having a very distinguished guest, our saxophone professor Brina Burlea, who will play a solo with the orchestra, the Glazunov saxophone concerto. And then on the second half we'll have some pops, American music, basically with Anderson and Gershwin and Custer, and a lot of fun. So I think
neat.
you should like. And then last thing I better mention is we have also the orchestra is also involved in the opera this year for the first time. And so the Southeastern Orchestra will be accompanying the singers in 2 operas that are going to happen on November 2nd and 3rd. Also at this one, at 7:30 p.m. Also in Poto Auditorium, and it's free. Also, the entrance is free. It's works by Menotti and Passatiri, comic operas, a lot of fun on the stage. And I'm sure if you want to get introduced to opera, if you're not used to go into the opera, this is a very good chance to start and to have a first contact with this genre. And the operas are not too long, so it's everything will be very active and very light, and we're not very protocolary space, so you can enjoy and relax and have fun with this all the plots that are going to happen. Yes,
That's nice. So we're gonna make sure that and Sam, I want you to remind me, the Spanish club should be joining this group, right, to go and watch as an audience.
Sure.
Por
And
supuesto.
I think, por supuesto, claro. I think with all the students, I want you to give yourselves an opportunity to go to a basketball game, a football game, but also enjoy these wonderful performances that we also have for you here at Southeastern. The music and performance department, right?
Yeah, Department of Music and
Department of
Performing
Music
Arts.
and Performing Arts.
It's very
Sorry.
long.
And Performing Arts.
Arts.
Well, World Languages and Cultures also invites you to do all of that. Any last word?
It's always a pleasure to have the chance to first of all to meet good colleagues and great students here, and of course talking about Spanish heritage in the United States is very easy because it's always there's always something we can talk about. But personally, I'm very happy that I get this opportunity to talk about my experience here at Southeastern, which has been so far very, very interesting and very enriching. And also about what we're trying to develop in the music department. Yeah, we're a department. It's not too big, but it's very active, and we have a lot of initiatives with with the orchestra, with choirs and jazz and wind symphonies and all the rest of the instrumental courses that we have there. So yes, and we also have a community music school, which is a pre-college program for people, especially for kids. That that if you think that you have some kids, some people that want to get introduced to music, and maybe develop something like seriously in the future in this field. That's another program that we have. So we are very active, as I say, and I invite everyone to step by. And our office is very open to anyone who wants to get some information about our programs, and even we have some people that are doing minors in music, like you're doing a minor in languages, in Spanish. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities to get close to our department and participate in our ensembles, or if you have been playing an instrument in your high school, and you want to keep going with that, and we might have a chance for you to join one of our ensembles or marching band, so we have a lot of things going on, and I'm sure that you would be surprised to know what's going on there, and maybe you can even get involved personally. So yes, sure. We invite everyone. Yes.
Perfecto. And please pay attention to the description of this video here at the bottom of your screen, because we'll have information about your department in music, our department in languages, and of course information about the Spanish club.
Yes.
And visit our web page, our Facebook page, Instagram. What else do we?
All social medias. We have TikTok as well.
Oh yes, nice TikToks that we've been working on.
And
They're amazing.
Have a great time in Salamanca.
Gracias.
Es una ciudad muy bonita. I worked there for many years, very old city and one of the oldest universities in the world. It was like more than 800 years or something. So,
Correct. Yes.
so yeah.
It's a beautiful place. You're gonna love it.
Muy
No.
bonita, sí.
Gracias a todos. Ciao. Thank you guys, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Sign, what is it called? Watch, put a like, subscribe, and share.
Comment down below.
Comment
if you
down below.
like this video.
Here's a before we go, here's another quick challenge. It's not as crude as the previous one. What would you like to eat? Either jambalaya or paella?
Paellas.
No? It's a good
Jambalaya.
paella over here. Victor, too?
I think paella, but yeah.
All right, so
But they are
write-
related. I think
they are related very much. So write in your in the comments below, what would you like to eat? Paella or jambalaya?
Okay.
Thank you guys. Ciao.